What's up, super team? Hi, story time. This is a story. When I got stalked. I feel that because I'm always putting myself out there on the internet, and plus I'm really just nice to everybody I meet, sometimes people think that they can follow me or put keyloggers in my computer, my cell phone, hack into my email, you name it. I've had the craziest things that have happened to me in the past. I have a bunch of different stalker stories, but I'm gonna give you a recent one, which is why I need to move. It really sucks. Being on social media, I guess, I don't know how sometimes people can find out where you live, where you hang out. It's really scary. I was on my balcony with my cousin. Conveniently, I haven't seen him in like a year, and he came over and we're just hanging out and we're talking. I'm giving him relationship advice, and he's like the cousin that's like a brother to me. I'm so excited to be hanging out with him. And all of a sudden, this weird guy, and he looks like what your typical stalker would look like, I guess. And he had a pink shirt on that was open and like hair on his chest. And he just came walking in the back, and he's smiling, and he's like looking. And then he saw my cousin, and he just made this like weird thing, and he's looking at us, and he's smiling, and he's not saying anything. And I was just like, can I help you? I live in like a house behind another house, not to invite more stalkers to me, because I am moving, guys. So this guy comes, and he looks, and he's smiling, and he's just like, no, I'm sorry, and he like leaves. So my cousin was just said to me, Lauren, that was weird. And I was like, yeah, Matthew, that was really weird. And he's like, does this normally happen to you? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, this is what happens when you make videos on YouTube. He's definitely stalking you. And I was like, Matthew, stop it. He's not stalking me. You're too overprotective. You're my guy cousin, relax. And it's like a half hour goes by. So I decided, let's go walk George. We go to walk George, and we're walking in front of my house. Who do we see, guys? We see the weird guy, and he's just pacing back and forth in front of my house. So I walk around the block, and he's still there, and he's just staring at my cousin, like smiling. And my cousin is getting freaked out at this point. We like run up the driveway. My cousin just said, Lauren, there's something wrong with this guy. This guy is weird. This guy is a weirdo. And he opens the window and he looks and he says, Lauren, he's still there. And I was, Matthew, it's not a big deal. Lauren, this is why you have 500,000 people on Facebook watching you, and this is a stalker. I'm telling you, he's stalking you. I'm like, Matthew, how do we know he's stalking me? Maybe he just is lost or something. An hour later, we're about to order food, and I'm sitting there, and I have one of my assistants working here. Fareed was here, and all of a sudden, there's a knock on my door. And I'm freaked out now, because I'm thinking that guy. And I look out the door, and we look out the door in the window, and it's that guy. And he's on my balcony. I say, hello? And he said, open up. And I said, who is it? It's your neighbor, I live behind you. But the weird part is that he had changed. He was not wearing the first pink shirt I saw. He had a blue shirt on and a backpack. So I don't know if he thought I would just look at him in that pink shirt and fall in love. And then I didn't, so he changed his outfit. So he thought he could like change his whole look. He didn't look different at all. I didn't know what to do. I said to my cousin, I'm like, what should I do? What do I do? And they're like, hide. So I run, I grab my dog. I'm like, George, come with me. I run into my bedroom, run into my closet, and I'm squeezing my dog. And I was just like, I didn't know what they were gonna do. Like, I heard them whispering outside. They were all like whispering, and they just waited. So they waited like 10 minutes. The guy sat outside for 10 minutes. No one opened the door. And my cousin was just, I don't know, I haven't seen him since. He was like, Lauren, this is what you get for being a YouTube star. He waited with me, and my other friend came over because he didn't want me to be alone. He was just like, I don't want you alone. This is really creepy. That's my last stalker story. I have a bunch of stalker stories. Unfortunately, it sucks. My advice for anyone watching this would be, if somebody you don't know is knocking at your door, do not open it ever. What if he wanted to kill me? What if he saw my cousin and thought my cousin was a boyfriend and tried to kill my cousin? Like, people are crazy, you don't know. Anyway, I hope this story helped you in some way. Leave a comment below if you've ever been stalked. Tell me right now. Also, what story do you want to hear me say next? Do you want to hear more stories? Let me know. Like this video for more stories. Okay guys, I love you. Peace.